I can't promise you'll feel better after this, but I guarantee we'll talk about it, we'll laugh about it, and we'll go on with our day. So I recommend grabbing your favorite drink, grab your smokes, and let's hash this shit out. This is Talking at You, Season 2. Well, hello, it's Rob, Talking at You, and today, got a notice from the school about TikTok and this Devious lick challenge they got going. All the stuff related to this is just messed up. Our kids are just so socially handicapped from social media and just the acceptance of their peers and strangers online that they've never even met, that they're willing to do the stupidest things. Today's notice from the school was a posted schedule of these devious licks. Now, what says November is kiss your friend's girlfriend at school. Now, someone's gonna get punched in the face, and it's a stupid challenge. It's pretty innocent, so I could see that happening. Someone's gonna try it, but it seems to get worse as the months go on. December is show your breasts in school hall. Now, there's a whole lot of legal problems with that and messed up issues. What else? January's challenge is to jab a girl. Now, I don't know what that means. It's like just poke them, shiv them. I don't know. I mean, nowadays, you know what the hell that means. February, mess up school signs. And March is make a mess in the courtyard or cafeteria. Now, some of these are just stupid pranks. Some of these are serious offenses. Yeah, we could blame the app. It is making it easier access for everybody to do these things. Give them some kind of structure, purpose, or reason to do it. But it comes down to maybe parenting. It comes down to home life, our parenting skills. It's not, you can't blame all of this just on internet apps. I mean, yes, these kids' minds, they're far from developed. I mean, they are handicapped. I mean, they're not adults. They don't think like adults. They have this horrible idea of what being an adult is, from what they've learned online and TV. They have no clue. They all want boyfriends and girlfriends, they're barely teenagers. They don't even know what a relationship really even is. But they're going out there doing stupid shit, and we're trying to blame everybody but ourselves. Now, we all know what TikTok is, Facebook is, Instagram. They're all pure evil. And when you give that to a kid that doesn't know how to make good decisions, it's gonna go bad. Everybody does it. They've got their kids on there because heaven forbid your kid not be popular. Can't have that. And so they make fake profiles, lie about their age. You got your kids out there showing pictures they shouldn't be showing of each other. Girls doing dances that are bad. They're horrible dances. But we just let it go because our kids have to be popular. Just like, everybody bitching about wearing masks in school. Well, heaven forbid, their face be covered. But whatever. Yeah, if you don't like it, you don't get to bitch about it if you signed your kid up for this stuff, expecting them to make the right decision. They're never, ever going to make the right decision. If they're on their phone every 5 seconds, if they can't not walk away from it, or if they have to look at it as soon as it beeps, whatever. Your kid has this problem. Deny it all you want. It's your fault. You gave kids access to something they weren't ready for. You're setting them up for failure. So I don't care if your kid's smart, can make good decisions. They can't. Most adults can't make good decisions. I don't know. There's a lot of mental issues going on here. I mean, what do you got? You got kids, they can't get away from this stuff. We went to school, we got picked on, we got bullied, we had to fit in certain ways. But when we got home, there was a downtime. There was a point where you didn't have to constantly think about this stuff. But, you see things. It's like, I've been on TikTok. I've got my own TikTok. I mean, I'm obviously doing podcasts, so who knows? Maybe I'm starving for attention. As people that know our generations, I mean, I don't know who listens, probably Gen X and earlier, later, however you want to say it. But, I don't know if the words earned it. We earned the technology, or we knew what it was like before it. So we can take breaks. We can walk away. It's not a big deal. Power goes out. It's wonderful. These kids can't. This is their life support. And maybe this is the way technology's going. Maybe we just got to suck it up and deal with it. But it's creating a mental issue in our nation. I mean, we're going to be picking presidents by a voting system online someday. It's a messed up deal. I don't know if we should let this happen, if it's going to be the fall of America someday, because we're so dependent on it, and other countries that aren't even in this area yet, they might do great because they can still do the manual. They can still brace themselves for end of the world scenarios where things shut down. I don't know. I don't know if our youth could handle that. Let's check into there's places online here. I'm just gonna dig around because I live in a pretty local area, so even these problems aren't really problems around here, but they're a concern. So basically it's the vandalism one. Kids stealing stuff, and I think there was even one in the letter I got from the school. It was actually hit your teacher. That was let me check here. It was October's challenge. Yes, that was October, which I'm sure is what spurred all of this, is slap your teacher. Now, that's a crime. That's assault. And you as a parent are responsible for that also. So if you're one of those hard-ass parents that go out there and my kid's not going to do this, not going to do that, my kid, whatever, you're the problem. And you need to start figuring this shit out, because your kid is going to go to jail someday. TikTok says it's removing the content, which, good luck. You're never going to remove this content. It'll be redone over and over again. TikTok doesn't exist without this kind of stuff. If you don't have a bunch of adolescents and preteens and idiots on here doing this, it'll never go away. And don't monetize it. Don't give them money for these videos. There you go. This shouldn't be a career. This is stupid. To go on there and just post pointless videos, that's not a career. That's just you with no skill set to do anything constructive. And all these political ads, they're all part of this. It's all connected. There's people out there doing political ads just to get ratings. People that are pro-Trump or pretend to be pro-Trump just to get the ratings. They vote Biden, but they'll be pro-Trump online because that's what gets the numbers. That's what gets you paid. So, you can't believe everything on there either. I mean, you'll see people post, I don't know, really stupid shit. Like UFOs. It's like, they're obviously not a UFO, but you got some backwoods idiot, I don't know. They're just stupid people that for some reason, I don't know how they function online, how they can make the computer work, or the phone, because they're obviously idiots. So, but they look at these videos and it's the life to them. I mean, they can watch a 5-second clip of something that maybe a politician said in sarcasm, and that's real for them. That's all they need. The virus stuff, this stuff is just ridiculous. I mean, our country has gone backwards like decades. I mean, some people maybe centuries. Their idiocy of this country the world is insane. I mean, I can go on there. I mean, I can say anything. I can say, I don't know, Biden just claimed Nazism is worth looking into. And shit, someone's going to hear that and they're going to say, well, yeah, did you hear that? Did you hear this? They're not going to look into it. They're not going to see if I was just bullshitting or making something up, or even see that I said was making stuff up. No, they heard that part and that's what they're going with. So these kids, they're the same way. They just want to be popular, be seen online. They're not at the point where they're in their 40s and they've learned these friends don't matter. They're going to move on. And in the end, you don't give a shit other than living your life, enjoying what you got. But they can't. They can't function that way. And maybe we shouldn't let them function that way. I don't know. I mean, we had to get there. Maybe it would have been nice. I mean, I was the same way. I mean, people told me growing up, you can't do this, you shouldn't do this, you're too young, whatever. And then as soon as they did, I did those things. But now it's a little more dangerous of a world. I mean, these kids, they're putting them in situations where they're getting trafficked, they're disappearing, they're just doing things that put them in adult situations because they think these are adult situations, and they're not. If you're 12, 13, that's how old you are. You don't get to do shit. You get an early bedtime. You're lucky if you get to go online for more than 3 hours a day. Watch your fucking cartoons and be a kid. Don't sit there and try to be the next Britney Spears, because you're not going to be, all right? You're not going to be viral, so quit posting videos. Really, just get a damn education like you're supposed to. Make a school plan, go to college if you're smart enough. If not, make the best out of McDonald's. I don't know. We're not kids any advantages by letting them do adult things. Don't put them on Facebook if they're too young. Don't put them on TikTok. You've seen it. You know what's there. No matter what you do for parental guidance, it's not going to matter. They have ways around it. They have friends that can show them ways around it. Do you think your kid can't make a fake account? They can. Whatever you think you have control of, you don't. If your kid is fine with you shutting something off, it's because they already have a plan for that. If they don't care that you take their phone away, it's because they've already have a plan. They've already thought of all these scenarios. So you're not gaining nothing. If they have phone service and, I don't know, you turn off Wi-Fi. There's ways around everything. My kid's school, a couple years back, they had an issue with the teachers in Facebook and the students screwing around online. So they put a block on that. Well, kids figured out VPNs and how to get around those. So there's always a way. And the kids will find a way because now there's Google, there's all kinds of stuff. So you just be the best parent you can. You know what they're doing. Use your gut. You know. You've been there. You've done this. You can put yourself in a scenario where if you were one of these kids, they're going to do something. And if you want to sit there and be totally naive and put complete trust in your kid, you're the problem. Don't trust your children. They will always make the wrong choice, and they will always try to get around your way of doing things. There's adults doing that now. You come up with a simple, we shouldn't need mandates. And we shouldn't. We should be able to, as an adult, as a civilized country, be able to make the right decision. Now, when you have schools that say your kids have to wear a mask, now how is that horrible? It's not, maybe it's not effective. Maybe it doesn't really do anything. I mean, obviously it does help. It's not going to cure it. It's not going to stop every scenario. But I'd rather have 10 kids in the school get infected because someone didn't wear their mask right or wore the wrong mask than have the entire fucking school shut down because one dumbass with a parent that thinks everything in the world's a conspiracy shuts my kid's school down, and now I gotta take my kid at daycare. I gotta do all this stuff because some idiot told their kid to fight the system, which is also gonna be a kick in your ass down the road because they're not gonna just fight the system and then not fight your system. So you gotta think what you're teaching your kids here. Whether the mask mandates make sense or not to you, it's the bigger picture. If they fight this, they're going to fight everything, even the things that are actual laws that we need. You're telling them they don't have to listen to that. So it's all about structure. They're not going to school to become professors, and that could be done at any point in age. They could just not ever go to school and just do a vocational school. I mean, if that's all we're really doing is training them for a career. No, we're training them to function in a job, how to follow rules, how to listen to superiors, how to do all of this stuff. So there's more to it than that. Yeah, I mean, you can't just have this, that, and expect it to apply just to you because it's going to be everything. It's just a big, all long chain effect here. Is that right? Whatever. Butterfly effect. Watch your kids. Watch what they're doing online because this is creating the chaos that we live in right now. I mean, I'm bouncing back and forth here because you got to use examples, I guess. Because kids, they need an avenue. They need somewhere to vent all their frustrations. Because they have their beliefs, whatever. They're just more or less mimicking what their parents say. Because, like I said, they don't mentally have the ability to make an educated decision. So sometimes we have to go against what we believe and give our kids a different view. Because I don't know. I mean, they are developing ideas, but they're not the best ideas. So, but our ideas aren't awesome either. We have to be able to balance it. If I want to be Christian, but my kids rationalizing the Bible, looking at it, which, yeah, I mean, any smart person should not blindly just follow something. Don't follow a politician just because it makes your life easier. Don't follow the Bible because you're just told to or guilt tripped into doing it. There's more to it than that. You have to understand things in order to fully get behind them. Now, I don't really take either politician's side. I'm not full Democrat. I'm not full Republican. I'm not full anything. But if something sounds stupid and I can't back it up with research or somehow disprove it, I mean, I can't just make up my own rules, my own regulations, my own facts. If something don't sound right, look into it. If you end up finding out it is right from facts, science, whatever you use from a real source, not TikTok, not Facebook, guarantee you, everything online is a lie. Those sites are looking for ratings. They're looking for numbers. They're looking for advertising. It's all corrupt to some point. Now, there's a lot of stuff that is true, but that doesn't sell. And you got to kind of weed through it and figure out what's bullshit and what's real. So use common sense. Don't just be some hillbilly fucktard that thinks I don't know, Bigfoot's real. I mean, who knows? chances are no, that's ridiculous. But there could be something similar. I mean, maybe there's, certain breed of bears out there that have learned to walk on their hind legs. Now that's very feasible. I could see why a bear might want to learn that. You can't just say, well, somebody's seen Bigfoot. Okay, there you go. That's it. No, that's not it. There's an explanation to everything, whether it's science or physical explanation. If you don't have a picture of Bigfoot, you haven't actually seen a real picture that someone can undeniably prove it, then it's not real until it is. Vaccines, medicine, you can't just half-ass say no to one part of it and yes to the other. Vaccines have been around forever. We can speed rush these because we've had a lot better technology. It should get faster as we develop. That's part of advancing as a society. We're not supposed to be stupider. We're supposed to get smarter and make things quicker. So down the road in the future, a virus hits, we should be able to have a vaccine within a week. That's kind of what we're going for here. But if everybody's just going to keep bucking science and say, no, aspirins are good, but this is not. No, it's either one or the other. You don't get to say science can save me today, but tomorrow the Bible will save me. No. Just stop. Everybody's smart in this. Everybody wants to take the easy way out. And how come people can't just question it with facts? Go online, dig. You're not going to find a lot of truth online, but you can find places where aren't making money on this. There's scientific journals, there's, research, there's peer, what do they call it? I don't know what the hell it is. Peer research, I don't know. But those are things that are actual facts and people that actually put time into this. Scientists don't make money on bullshit. They need to be able to prove what they do. And, down the road, this whole world, we just die off. There's only one thing that repeats is science. That's just the facts. Because we can have all kinds of written word, past, history, Bible, whatever religion you live by, that's going to hopefully, it'd have to take some kind of survivor, something written down to sort of copy the story. But that's all stuff that will never reproduce the same way where science does. Science and math, assuming we somehow re-evolve back to where we're at, that's going to come back. So, that's just how it works. Anything written, if it's destroyed, it's destroyed. But anything that can be relearned will be relearned. That was kind of a ramble, but there's points in there to be made. I guess a lot of it is just don't trust social media. Don't let your kids get so involved that they have to do these stupid ass pranks. TikTok, Instagram, any of them. They're not there for the greater good of anybody. If these all shut down today, would we get on in life? Sure we would. We'd probably be closer families, closer everything. There's nothing good from these sites. Maybe their newspapers would have come back. We actually read more, I don't know. I'm not sure of how I'd adjust. I do like social media. I love watching the stupid shit online and stuff, watching their the comments really are entertaining. I love reading comments of stupid people. It just amazes me. They've never not been out there. It's just you didn't realize certain people how stupid they were. And it is comical. If you can look at it for the entertainment value, they're fun sites. When you start looking at it for your education and your news, well, you might have some kind of mental disorder. If anybody wants to comment something, or I don't know, I could do a live, show or something, or rebuttal to this if someone thinks they got something to add, or agree or disagree, I don't care. Show's called Talking at You for a reason. So yeah, keep an eye on your kids. You're not going to be able to cut them off at this point because you've jacked their minds up too bad, and they will rebel something fierce. So monitor it. I would say once a day is not outrageous. Phones down at dinner time. Phones upstairs, downstairs, however that works out in your house at bedtime. No devices at bed. If you want to be a real dick like me, you can turn off the Wi-Fi password at night or change it to where only you can use it. That works very well. Just make sure you tell your wife or she'll be pissed. And yeah, take back parenthood. It's up to us. If you're a dumbass, fix yourself and then fix your children. That's it. If you don't want your kids getting trafficked, if you don't want your kids out there talking to 20-year-old men from high school, if you don't want them out there pretending to be what they think adults are, don't give them access to that stuff. Don't give them full access. You can watch shows with them, and when something bad happens, explain to them that this is not reality and people don't live these kind of lives. If you're going to watch a show on TV that is supposedly reality, but they're all just a bunch of gorgeous people screwing each other for a weekend or for however long the shows take, and in the end they're supposed to find true love, explain to your kid they're not going to find true love. These shows are horrible, and they will probably get STDs that you don't even know about, and that doesn't work out. These relationship shows, they don't work out. So those are also things our kids are watching thinking that's what's expected. And no, that's not. They find horrible human beings to do these shows, and it's amazing that people are surprised when in the end they all start yelling at each other and don't make it 2 months in. So common sense, try to instill it in your children. Let them make mistakes, but don't let them make life-altering mistakes. Don't let them do challenges at school. Raise decent human beings that understand that's some fucked up stuff, and maybe they should stand up to kids that do stupid shit, because one kid can have an impact on other kids. An adult has no impact on children unless they're a celebrity. So it's Rob talking at you. Take from this what you must. If anything, help me vent. Check in. It's pretty random, my schedule, but I try to get in there when I feel a little heated up about something or feel like something should be said. I do interviews often here and there, so sometimes those are random. Sometimes it's a self-help person. Sometimes it's a political. Sometimes it's just all over the board. Sometimes it's just two people shooting the shit. So check in. I'm on Facebook. You should be able to look me up on Facebook just by talking at you and stuff like that. And then TikTok, same thing. Let's look it up that way. And I'll put the links in the description if you want to look it up that way. Usually it's easier just to click on a link. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. I keep adding on here. So talking at you. Name's Rob. Check in, comment, leave reviews if you can. Good or bad, I don't care. They're all good, really. So I'm on Apple. I'm on all of them. Maybe you can find me, maybe you can't. Who knows? But I'll have links. Check those out. And it's Rob talking at you. Don't be a dick. Raise your kids right. And we're smarter than this. We can do better, America.